Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel today. Okay, so this video is actually going to be pretty different than any other video that I've ever posted. I normally post pretty like upbeat kind of videos, and this one's just kind of a little bit different from that, I guess. I've actually been contemplating making this video like all day long. I actually wasn't even going to post a video tomorrow. Today, it's actually Friday night right now. I wasn't even going to post a video for tomorrow because I've had a really hectic week and I just haven't had any time to film anything, but I feel very compelled to make this video right now. It is a little bit vulnerable. I'm kind of putting myself out there more than I think I ever have before, but with those feelings aside, I do think that it is important and that I think I should make this video in case it does help anybody. So anyways, let me kind of go back to the beginning here. So last night I was watching a video of one of my absolute favorite YouTubers, probably my #1 favorite YouTuber. Her name is Alexandra Thomas. Her YouTube name is Learning to Be Fearless. She is just an amazing YouTuber. She's really body positive and one of the main inspirations, I guess, of why I even started my own channel. I just really relate to her and she's just amazing. But anyway, so she posted a video last night and I watched it, and it was essentially her just sitting in her car and she was explaining, I guess, like a story that had just happened to her. She was going out to eat with her mom and her waitress. Let me backtrack here. She's also plus size, just to make that clear. I kind of forgot to mention that before. But anyways, she was going out to dinner with her mom and the waitress was really, really nice and whatever, but she made a comment to her and said something like, "Oh my god, like, you're so beautiful, like you could get any guy, but you know, you should move to a different country because men in foreign countries like heavy-set women because they can afford food." It's like so offensive on so many levels to so many people. It's offensive to other countries. It's offensive to bigger, heavy-set people. It's offensive to a lot of people. It's just ridiculous. And anyway, she kind of went on like a spiel of how it's just really unfortunate that this is even a thing. That people have to say things like that. Like, it's just so stupid. Whatever. Anyway, I will link her video down below in case you guys want to see it. I definitely think you guys should check it out. But anyway, I watched it last night and it totally, like, 100% resonated with me. And I was like, I really, really felt that. That really spoke to me because I've been through a handful of very, very similar situations. One instance in particular that really stands out to me that happened to me personally, it was just maybe, I think it was like 2 years ago. It was 2 summers ago. It was summer of 2017. I was out for lunch with my mom and I had to get something out of the car, so I was walking down the street to go get whatever I needed in the car. And at the time I had blonde hair. So this woman comes up to me and she's like, "Oh my god, your hair is really, really pretty. I love the way that you dyed your hair." Because I had like darker roots, so you could tell that it was dyed. But she was like, "I really love the color of your hair. How did you manage to get it that blonde?" So I was telling her how I do it, how I process the hair, you know, whatever. And you know, being polite, and I was just like very personable and being my normal self as I normally am. And she looked at me and she was just like, "You're such a pretty girl." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Like, you know, that back then, I kind of struggled. This is like really kind of probably stupid, but I kind of struggled with compliments. Because I didn't believe that about myself. Like, I guess I just was just like, "Oh yeah, like, but you know, you're not telling me the truth. Like, that's not how you really feel about me." I don't know. It was just like, back then I was a lot more insecure. It's kind of crazy because it was only 2 years ago, but I've definitely grown a lot more over the last 2 years. But anyway, that's beside the point. But I was just like, "Oh, thank you so much." And she goes, "Now let me tell you something." I go, "Okay, what?" And she goes, "You're beautiful, but you would be a lot more beautiful if you were thinner." She was like, "You know, men like it when men like, you know, a thinner body type." And then she's telling me, "Oh, my daughter used to struggle with her weight for years, and then she finally went on a diet, lost, you know, 100 pounds, whatever, and now she has a boyfriend. Like, it's just amazing." And I'm just like, what? I don't even know how to respond to that. And I didn't know how to respond to that then. I think I just kind of played it off like it didn't hurt my feelings and was just kind of like, yeah, okay, like, you know, that didn't happen, like, whatever. But then she went on to tell me that she hoped that she made my day afterwards. She's like, "I really hope it made your day." And I was just kind of like, yep. I don't even know what I said or how I reacted. I think I just walked away. And I just kind of pretended like that whole conversation didn't happen. I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't tell my mom about it. I didn't even really think about it again until I watched that video that I watched last night. But it's just like, you know, I couldn't help but think, like, if I was skinny, if I was smaller, if I was thin, that wouldn't have come up. Like, that whole thing would not have come up. Maybe she would have asked me about my hair, but she would not have snuck in, oh honey, like, you're really pretty, but you should lose weight to make you look even more pretty and get you a boyfriend. Like, that's insulting. I can't believe, it just kind of boggles my mind that she said that to me and then said, "Oh, I hope it made your day." And I'm just like, yeah, okay, lady, like, you really fucking made my day. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but whatever. You know, those kinds of comments to somebody that struggles with their weight, at least for me, those kinds of comments do not help. They make you feel worse about yourself. At least just for me. I can't speak for everybody, but those kinds of comments and those kinds of weird things don't make you be like, "Okay, you know what? That was an inspiration to me. I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, go to the gym, go for a run, eat salads for the rest of my life." Like, no. Like, this happened to me 2 years ago, and I was still struggling with how I looked. It was only until this, like, past year where I kind of went into a different mindset and was like, you know what? Like, girl, like, you look good. You screw everybody else. Like, this was just recently when I finally got into that mindset. So, like, you don't know everyone's story. Everybody has their own story, and everybody has their own insecurities. There's just so much more to me than my weight, and that's what I want to translate to people, because there's so much more to you than your body image and your appearance and whatever. It's just ridiculous. That's the only thing that people see is, like, you know, they see there's so many negative, I'm sorry, this video is literally all over the place, but there's so many negative connotations with the word fat, and that's why I don't like that word. I just don't like the word because there's so much negativity that goes with it. My favorite quote of all time is, Be who you needed when you were younger. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. There was no like plus size models when I was younger. You know, nothing like that. So, and now it's fortunately becoming a little bit more, I guess, normal, which is like, for a lack of a better term, I guess, to have plus size models and to have like body positive community, because there definitely wasn't any when I was growing up. So anyway, I'm just trying to be that way for people. Trying to help people that can relate to me in any way. For anybody that struggles with self-love, whether you're big, small, whatever size, whatever color, whatever person you are, there's always people that have insecurities. Like, no matter what, everybody has their own insecurities about themselves. But I want to share with you, like, there's much more to you than your insecurities. There's so much more to you as a person than what you are insecure about yourself of, if that makes sense. But the way that I started off my like self-love journey is I would always get Post-it notes. I would get Post-it notes and write things, and I would stick it like on my mirror, and I would just say things like, "You're beautiful," like, "You have great legs and you have great arms," and you know, all these things. Even if I didn't believe it about myself, because I didn't back then, I would write those things down, because if you see those kinds of things every single day, it makes you realize, like, you know what, like, I do have good legs and I do have good arms and I am beautiful. And you know, it just kind of helps. I guess it just helps you as a person believe these things about yourself. And I also wrote down like a list, just in like a journal or something, what you like about yourself. I'm a very nice person. I'm funny. I have a heart of gold. I'm a great listener. I'm always there for my friends. I'm very creative. I'm a very kind person. I like to make people laugh. I'll do anything to make somebody laugh. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I like about myself. And those things define you more of a person than your body image and what your appearance is. I hope that this video made sense, first of all, because it was a hot mess and literally all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I hope that it does help somebody, and maybe if somebody can relate to me, that would be really awesome. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with a new video. Bye.